Hello, ladies. Welcome to Wednesday. Yes, it is Wednesday. Here we are. Another midweek momentum, catching you all live, which is so nice. I really enjoy these sessions. I love that you all come and spend some time with me, so I really appreciate that. Let me know in the comments, how is your week going? And this is the time to pause and think about, really, how is your week going? All right. In this group, we are here for honest reactions. Okay. But take a moment to really think about that. How is your week going? I asked in another group today, let me know via emoji. Are you kind of dancing, happy? Are you ticking things off the list? So give us a tick. Are you feeling a little bit sleepy? I wasn't sleepy earlier today, but I was definitely feeling a little bit flat, a little bit tired. So there was a few sleepy emojis going on from me. Let us know, how are you going this week? If you feel like dropping an emoji just for fun in the comments, show me what your energy levels are like. Then we all know I love emojis. My favorite is the little dancing lady in the red dress. I love her. Most of the time, she really sums up how I'm feeling. I don't know what that says about me. There's probably a psychologist out there that would be able to analyze that for me. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. If you're here watching live, please let me know. Type in the comments. Let me know you're here. Let me know. You can use the word live. However, if you're catching this on the replay, type replay in the comments so that I can check in with you later, see what sort of wins come up for you, what challenges, what thoughts, what controversy, do you disagree with my thoughts? Just let me know so we can check in. And that way we can keep the conversation going, because we all know that we need to keep the conversation going. These are not just one-off conversations. We're not just here to listen. We're here for a conversation. All right, we got Crystal with us. Hello, lovely lady. The week started feeling a bit disconnected. Ooh, had a mindset shift. I have to be careful with that word. Shift today. So feeling a little bit more positive. That's great. Okay, I'm super excited to hear that. I hope that I'll get to hear a little bit more about that going forward. But it's so nice to have you here. Thank you for letting me know you're here. And it's always, I appreciate, I know that it takes some time and energy on a Wednesday afternoon, 5:30 in the afternoon, Brisbane time. And it's the middle of the week, right? So it does take a bit of energy to get here. I totally understand that. So, we got Louise in the house, started the week lighter. Well, I do know that Louise had a very big week the week before, and she was traveling towards the end of last week with some family members. Family members are great, but it's hard work, right? It's hard work traveling with them. So it's nice to see that the week has started a little bit lighter for you. I love that. Love that. All right. Shall we jump in? Last week, we had such a great session. Lots of great questions, great session. We talked last week about the 6 hidden traps that are keeping you stuck. We had a lot of conversation, which was great, and some follow-up conversation, which I love. So I kind of got off the last week's session and was like, wow, that was, the response was amazing. And I know that some of you really recognized yourself in the patterns that we talked about. And that awareness is powerful, right? That's where it all starts. So it's very hard to take action towards a change or a new habit or any sort of action when we're not aware of what is actually going on. So awareness is so powerful. So what I thought today for today's topic is we would take that one step further, okay? Because now that you see what's keeping you stuck, the next question I think that makes sense is, how do you then start moving forward? Right? Seems logical to me. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about today's topic, which is overthinking. And when I was preparing for this, I was really, really conscious that I am an overthinker, that I have been stuck many, many times because of overthinking. Though overthinking is really a symptom of some of the things that we discussed last week. So if you missed last week's live, the recording is in the Facebook group. However, if you would like the replay, just let me know and I will tag you in that so it's easy for you to find. So I do know the struggle of overthinking all too well. And I had a catch up with a lovely lady today, and we got on this topic a little bit. She did throw out the word perfectionist there. And whenever we're a perfectionist, overthinking is surely, definitely, absolutely 100% one of the things that can happen. So I know for me, I used to spend so much time. Louise, don't laugh. Louise has known me for a long time. I've spent so much time over-analyzing lots of things and decisions. And in my head, there would be pros and cons lists. I have to laugh. I have to laugh. I would second guess myself. And a lot of the time, I would second guess myself to the point that I talked myself out of doing something that actually really excited me. So I talk myself out of it. Does that sound familiar? Has that happened to anybody on this call? Please let me know I'm not alone on that one. So I would sit on ideas, opportunities, even really simple choices like what to eat, what to cook. And so it would get to the point where I just wouldn't cook anything and wouldn't eat anything, right? Which that takes us down a whole nother path. But a lot of it came down to I was afraid of making the wrong move, the wrong choice. Because let's face it, we've got so many opportunities. There's so much information. There's so many ways, tools out there to help us, I love inverted commas, help us make decisions. But guess what? I just stayed stuck. I didn't eat. Or I just chose the most simple thing because I had worn myself out deciding what to cook. Would that make everybody happy? Am I actually going to do a very good job of it? Because I actually don't like cooking. So am I going to follow the recipe right? Throw that out the window. Here comes a bowl of cereal. Or you know what? Even better, brought like store-made pasta. Oh. And it wasn't because I wasn't capable. It was because I would just let overthinking become an excuse for inaction. So today we're breaking the cycle, all right? I'm going to show you and talk you through why we overthink, what that's really costing you, because there is a number of costs there. And then I had promised in the little lead up to today's session that I would give you a simple 3-step method to stop overthinking. analyzing and start taking action. So I am definitely going to do that. Let me just check. Yeah, chronic overthinker here. Yeah. Crystal, can you remind me, did you talk about perfectionism at some stage? Because it's a normal progression. But I am going to go into why we tend to overthink. So see if any of that resonates for you today. All right. Feel free to drop your comments, your truth bombs, your mic drops, any of that stuff in the comments, and I will come back to that. But first, what I want to do is start to take you through why we overthink. And I have a nice little sexy term that I like to refer to instead of just saying overthinking. I call it the midlife paralysis problem. Doesn't that sound so much sexier? So women and midlife women are some of the biggest overthinkers as far as I'm concerned, in my experience. And here's why. We've spent decades, or maybe not quite decades, depending where you're sitting in the midlife era. We've spent decades making decisions based on other people's needs or opinions. For years, our decisions or your decisions have revolved around family, career, the good old society's expectations. And now, when it's time to make a decision or a choice for us or for you, it feels foreign and it actually feels really scary because we're not used to it. We've unlearned how to do that. We've unlearned checking in to see how we feel and whether we want that or we don't want that, or how we feel about something. We've unlearned it. The other cause is we fear making the wrong decision. So what if I fail? What if I regret it? And what if I let someone down? I did a poll on Instagram yesterday, and quite a few people came back to me and let me know that what if I let someone down was really big for them. They're really worried about that. So it causes us to overthink. It causes us to spend a lot of time analyzing, hang on, who am I going to let down? What's going to be the impact to them? What will be the consequence for them and myself and our relationship? And there we are, we're stuck in that loop. Then the other cause of overthinking is that we believe we need more information before we can act. Have you been told that? I've been told that in the past. Francis, you're being too emotional about that. You should go and do some research. Are you sure? Is that really what is the right thing to do? Oh my God. Okay, maybe not. I better go and investigate. I'll listen to a podcast. I'll read. I'll sign up to a course that I never finish. I'll ask other people for their opinion. I'll gather all of this information. And then I've got no room left to think about how I interpret that. So I get stuck in the research mode. Any other researchers in the room? I don't do that as much anymore because I actually found that, well, I've reached a point that other people's research is not as valuable as the conversations that I have with women or with people, and that is research. That's my new definition and new way of researching. But so we get stuck in this research mode and we're thinking we need more clarity, another book, another course, more validation before we're ready. It's external validation. It's teaching us to go external. And it's teaching us to stop trusting what's in here or even what's in here. We're not trusting it. So we overthink. We're always searching for external validation. And then there's the we're wired for safety. Now, this is one of the physiological reasons that we overthink. Your brain is built to keep you comfortable and safe. Change, even good change, feels risky. So your mind creates this overthinking loops, right, to keep you where you are because it's safer here. Better the devil you know. I think we talked about that last week. So stay where you are. It's safe. There's no dinosaurs. There's no bears. There's nothing coming to get you because you're safe here. So while I give you a little moment to think about that, I have a question for you. And I want you to drop a yes in the comments if you've ever spent weeks and maybe months, maybe even longer, going back and forth on a decision, only to do nothing or to achieve nothing. Any yeses from the crowd? Yes. Knew there would be a yes at some point. I knew I wasn't on my own. And I know that because not only has that happened to me, not only have I witnessed growing up that happening to a lot of women, I've witnessed it in workplaces. I've witnessed it in the conversations. Women are telling me this. Go onto, Facebook and go into Facebook groups. It doesn't matter what the group is about. It can be personal development. It can be about finance. It can be about investing. It can be about careers, writing resumes, any of that sort of stuff, asking for promotions. It's always a yes to that question. Now, this being normal is not good enough for me. So that's what I'm here to change. All right, let's talk about the real cost of overthinking, because there are real costs. Overthinking feels like you're doing something, but really it's just procrastination in disguise. So go back to, going back and forth on a decision only to do nothing. Doesn't feel like you've done nothing. You've done lots of things. I could show you the post-it notes that are sitting at the side here that I've procrastinated with today. So you're doing something, you're busy. Calendar says you're very busy. The amount of coffees that you're having says you're really busy. The fact that you've forgotten to eat today says you're really busy. You're doing stuff. But is it the stuff that is working towards the change you are aiming for, the life you are wanting, the promotion, the income, the wealth, or the status, or the happiness, the holiday, whatever it is it getting you closer to that? Because if it's just keeping you busy and you're procrastinating, it's keeping you stuck. So here are some of the costs. It wastes time. How many dreams, ideas, or goals have been left on the shelf because you spent too long thinking about them? The sad truth is you'll never feel 100% ready. Never. We're not designed to. Let's go back to remembering that we're wired for safety. Stay where it's safe. Stay where you're comfortable. So we're never going to be 100% ready. So keep this in mind. Clarity actually comes from action, not from thinking. I'll say it again. Clarity comes from action, not thinking. Okay? Then the next cost is that overthinking steals your confidence. How many women are out there saying things like, I can't do that, I'm not confident enough, or I will do that when I build my confidence. Confidence or lack of confidence is almost like this excuse. So if we want more confidence, we need to not delay a decision. Because every time you delay a decision, you reinforce the belief within you that you don't trust yourself. And without trust, there's no confidence. Imagine if you started believing that you are capable of making good choices. How different would your life feel? How different would your behavior be? How different would the behaviors of others be towards you? It's powerful, huh? When you think about that. Imagine if you started believing that you are capable of good decisions, good choices. So there is a cost right there. If you want to earn your confidence back, or if you've never had it and you want it, just know that every time you delay a decision, you are giving away another step towards confidence. Okay, the final cost. I mean, there are more, but these are the three big kickers. Overthinking kills opportunity. While you're debating, someone else is already doing it. Now, for some of you, that might necessarily matter, except for if you're wanting to or are in business, or you've got a side hustle. You don't want it to be a side hustle. You want it to be a business. Or you've got an okay job and it's okay money, but you want a promotion. Or you want not okay money, you want wealth. You want generational wealth. You want to be able to have a better, loving relationship. Then be careful, because while you're debating, someone else is getting the promotion. Someone else is earning the generational wealth. Someone else is turning their business, which could have been your business, into a consistent, successful business. How many times have you seen someone else do what you wanted to do and thought, I should have just gone for it? Has that ever happened to you? Because let me tell you, indecision is still a decision. And the longer that you wait, the harder it feels to make a change. Now, I know, ladies, that you are in this group because you want to make some type of change. I know that you're not just in this group to stalk and watch me run a live every Wednesday. I know you're here for a reason, and it includes a change. And the longer you wait, the harder it will feel to do it. Okay, let's move into what we can now do about it. Let's move into the 3-step shift from overthinking to action. If you haven't yet grabbed your pen and paper and are taking notes, this is the time. Let's break down the cycle and start making decisions with confidence. Okay, number 1, step 1, reframe the what if. So, the biggest trap of overthinking, the what if I fail mindset. Instead of asking, what if I fail? Ask, what if I succeed? Instead of asking, what if I make the wrong choice? Ask, what if this opens a door I've never imagined? Now, do you even hear the difference between when I say, what if I fail, to what if I succeed? It changes the energy. We say those things differently. So there is the key. Don't just write it down. Don't just ask the question in here. Verbalize it. Go to the toilet, ask the question. Go outside and walk on the grass, ask the question. Say it out loud. You will notice you say it differently, which creates a different energy. So next time you catch yourself spiraling in the what ifs, flip one question to a positive possibility, because it becomes a possibility. Okay? Step 2. Use the 5-second rule to break the cycle. So we've all heard of Mel Robbins. Some of us love her, some of us don't. Some of us find her voice a little scratchy or annoying or whatever it is. It doesn't really matter, but you've got to give her this. She teaches you that if you don't act within 5 seconds, your brain will talk you out of it. So if you haven't listened to the podcast or read her book, this is how it works. If you have an impulse, like I should sign up for that class, within 5 seconds, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take action. Action could be sending an email, could be saying yes, or just clicking the damn button and registering for the course. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Count it backwards. It propels you into action. Now, why this works is because it interrupts the overthinking before it can take over. So you're snapping that habit, that brain, into another gear. You're kind of switching it from one direction to the other. So I have a challenge for you. Wouldn't be a session with Francis without a challenge. What's one thing you've been overthinking that you can now take action on right now? Right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right now. I'm not sure that Mel Robbins actually really did come up with that idea, but she definitely came up with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it sticks and it works. It interrupts the brain from overthinking. And that's all we're trying to do is just snap it, move it into a different direction. Has anyone tried it? Has anyone tried the Mel Robbins 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? It is a good book. I have read the book. Step 3. I can count, I promise. Step 3, make decisions with the hell yes or hell no rule. Now, this one is my favorite because I learned about this one when I started learning about human design and my own human design and how I am created, how I am built, how I flow. Anybody want to ask me about human design? I would love to talk to you about it because I love it. But this is very similar to what Mel Robbins is talking about, but it's more following your instinct. So if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. Let me explain this more. So women struggle with decision making because we worry about what's right instead of what's aligned, what feels right. Even though we tend to be very emotional and we tend to feel, we've been taught to ignore that. So I want you to come back and actually use that. So here is an example from my world. Yesterday or the day before, lost track. I was asked if I would like to go to the theatre tonight and watch a musical, Sister Act. Straight away, I went, yes, I absolutely really want to go and see that. So that's what I class as a hell yes. So I said yes straight away, didn't take a moment to think about it because I knew, like, I got really excited. I was already thinking about what I was going to wear. I was thinking about the songs. I was thinking about the movie. I was thinking about it and the people that I'm going to get to catch up with. So it was a hell yes. Now, if it was a, yeah, that's a no. That is a hell no. Stop. Just say no, because you're going to try and get out of it if you say yes. Or if it feels like an obligation that you should go, then it's a no. Say no. Say no thanks. But if it really causes this light me up, yes, I'm excited by that, I can feel energy flowing through me, that's a hell yes, say yes to it. If you're not sure, like I have learned to do, take 24 hours before responding. That's generally a sign that it's probably a no, but take the 24 hours. Sometimes no scares us because, we could be missing out. In most instances, it's okay for it to be a no, not this time. So nothing's ever permanent. You can say yes another time. But if your body is saying no, say no. The right decision is not the one that pleases everyone. It's the one that's aligned to you. And it's time for us to start relearning what that feels like. Then you can trust yourself, then you can feel good about the choices that you're making and you can feel confident. Ladies, are you still with me? Does this make sense to you? Or do you have questions? Let me know. Okay, I've got a quick challenge for you for the week and then we're closing up because I can see I am running over time as per usual. So now that we've uncovered why we overthink and how to shift into action, let's put it into practice, ladies. I want you to comment what's one decision you've been overthinking that you'll take action on this week. Here's the challenge. Here's the real challenge. And I don't mind if you're watching this back on replay and then you comment that. That's great. We'll continue the conversation. Here's the real challenge. Within the next 24 hours, take one small action towards it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Remember that action creates clarity It's not the other way around. Action creates clarity. It's not the other way around. Hey, Leanne, I'm glad this makes sense and I'm glad that you're loving the ideas. Perfect. Let me know. What is one decision you've been overthinking that you're going to take action on this week or within the next 24 hours? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, ladies, I really do appreciate that you spend this time on a Wednesday afternoon with me. I know, like I said, I know it takes energy. It takes energy for me as well to make sure that I'm giving you tools that you can actually use. So the main thing that I want you to take away from this is that it is time to stop overthinking your life. Because even just overthinking one decision, the cost is your life. So start living it. You've earned the right. You are here, you are breathing, and you are worthy. The next time you catch yourself spiraling, remember, overthinking is the enemy of action. And the only way forward is through. It's not back there. It's not back to the past. It's not in here. It's not external validation and research. It's through it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Ladies, drop a "I'm ready" in the comments if you're committed to breaking the cycle and doing the action this week. If there is a friend of yours that you know needs to hear this, we've all got one of those friends. If they're not in this group and you can't tag them, let them comment, show them that they can comment on my personal Facebook page, and I will give them the replay. And they can have some thoughts about it, and they can ask me a question if they want to, or they can ask you. That's what a good friend would do, right? Okay, I'm not going to tell you what we're jumping into next week because I need to think about what would come next. However, if there is something that you want me to dive into, please let me know. I am here for you. Yes, Leanne is ready. I love it. I love it. Woo! Crystal is booking in for a massage. Woo! Love a good massage. Love it. Crystal's ready. All right, ladies, I'm so keen to support you through this. I will be checking in with you, all right? So I will see you next Wednesday, if I do not speak to you before, for our next live. Let's continue the conversation like we always do. And remember that you are only one decision away from a completely different life. Completely different. Once you start taking action, once you start saying hell yes, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, trust me, it is a different life. Make the choice today to move forward because you are worth it. You are worth it. All right, I'm pumped. I can't wait to support you guys. Thank you so much for spending your Wednesday afternoon with me. And I am looking forward to hearing all about the actions. All right, much love. Mwah. Much love. I am thinking about you and appreciate the time that you spend with me. All right, enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you all soon.